Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play of Pokemon Snap. Now this is a quite a snapshot from my childhood, no pun intended, but definitely a game I played a lot growing up as a kid, and one of the first Pokemon games actually I ever played, believe it or not. It's kind of one of the off games where it's not a typical battle, work your way through the gym leaders and then make your way to the Pokemon League type of game, but we're going to go ahead and get started with this. So I'm going to go ahead and start a new save file, and my name is Guy Plays, so we're going to go ahead and type in my name for my Pokemon photographer card. And whoa, hello Professor Oak. Hello there Guy, I'm Oak, the Pokemon Professor. The reason I invited you here is this Pokemon report. I'd like for you to take pictures of Pokemon for the Pokemon report here on Pokémon Island. This is my new invention, the 01 vehicle. Interesting, so that's what we're going to be driving around taking photos with. And that is the end of the level. Alright, so it looks like, so basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and take off on this beach. So here's where you're going to have a list of different areas where you can travel to take Pokemon pictures. So we're going to start off with the beach, so let's go. So yeah, so basically there really is no other objective other than to take the best photos you can of all the Pokemon that you can in each area. So as you can see, we're going to press Z and then hit A to zoom to shoot the shot. And yeah, we're going to take as many photos as possible. There's Doduo. So in this game, I believe there's a total of about 63 Pokemon you have to actually find to catch their photo of. Of course, we have Pikachu there. It's a good shot. Now notice I am only trying to focus on getting the fronts of the Pokemon. You actually do not want to take pictures of the back of them or them facing away from you. And I'll kind of explain why once we get into the point system later on. Oh, there's Snorlax sleeping, nice and asleep. And I'll kind of talk to you about how we wake up Snorlax and do a couple other things where more Pokemon appear, as well as we get different poses from some of the other Pokemon we've already seen. See Meowth's doing a little dance there. That's very nice. Looks like we have a nice little flower field. Looks like something's rustling in those leaves. Wonder what that could be. But yeah, this was definitely one of my most memorable childhood games. Just being able to just travel different parts of Pokemon Island and take different pictures was actually really fun as a kid, and still is today. Just a nice little peaceful, little stroll through Pokemon Island as you find tons of Pokemon to see. Alright, we got the front of Butterfree there. But yeah, you definitely want to, and again, I'll explain later kind of why the poses of the Pokemon, how they look, what way they're facing, why that all matters. There's actually a point system that you'll see towards the end of each course. And looks like we have a pink ball. Eevee is chasing it. Wonder where that thing is. Get Eevee in the shot. So nice, a lot of rare Pokemon right off the bat. It looks like there's Lapras all the way out there in the water. We have Kangaskhan. Wow, looks happy about something, but it's turned around. Can't really get anything good from Kangaskhan turned around. Looks like we have a couple of Pidgey and looks like they are, oh wow. A little bit of a whirlwind there to knock Meowth out. I'm sure he did something bad. He's a member of Team Rocket after all. And here's the end of the level. This is the goal, or the end goal of the level, where you arrive back at the lab. But first, we're going to go ahead and, this is going to add up all the photos you've taken. So you get 50 pictures for each course you can take. Actually, I'm sorry. Never mind. I think it's 60. I can't remember. But so this is basically where you're going to mark all of the photos you want to send to Professor Oak. And as you can see, there's an album mark down there, but we're not going to be able to do that yet. So basically, yeah, you just go through each species of Pokemon. It's going to have all the photos that you've taken for each course, and you're basically going to pick the only one best photo for each species of Pokemon. Okay, so I think I'm going to pick that one of Pidgey. And again, you want to get it as centered as possible. And again, I'll kind of go through that once we get to the point system, why that matters. I'll get Doduo there, good picture there. Of course, Pikachu. And we got Butterfree. I think we got a much better picture later on. Let me find that one. And again, the largest and the most center photo of the Pokemon is the one you're going to want to choose for each kind. Got Eevee there, nice little prancing around in that photo. That's really cute. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go with that one. And of course, ignore any photos you have of Pokemon that are not facing you, or maybe if they're out of frame, they're not centered right. Like, you really don't want to send those into Professor Oak. And again, I'll explain why once we get to the point tally. Of course, again, there's Kangaskhan again, and that's an example of a photo you do not want to send. It's completely turned around, not even facing us, because you're not going to get a good score for those type of photos. Right, let's see here, I got Meowth. I don't know if I want to see which one I want to go with. That one's pretty centered. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Alright, I think I've went through all the different Pokemon I've found so far, so let's go ahead and send those in. And of course, this is the album mark again. We can't do that yet, but once we do, I'll explain more about that later. Let's send these into Oak. Professor Oak's check. What's new this time? Alright, so here is Pidgey, our first Pokemon photo we're sending in. So here is how the point system works. So it breaks down from size, pose, which basically is, what position or what pose is the Pokemon posing in when you're taking the picture, and the technique. This is involved with, where is the Pokemon located in the photo. As you can see, we got Pidgey right in the middle of the frame, and Oak is going to double our score because of that, which is very nice because it ends up giving you a much better total number for your score for each Pokemon picture. Of course, he's given us, looks like an extra 190 points. And then, of course, the size is how big or small the Pokemon looks in the photo. Alright, Doduo. Let's see. Size is kind of so-so. The pose. Give us 200 there. Technique. Looks like, yep, he is right in the middle of the frame. So he's going to double our score again. Wonderful, your work is impeccable. Pikachu. Size. So yeah, once again, the goal is to get the largest total for each picture, and then that's going to add to your your final total number overall, and that's going to add up after each course. Of course, each Pokemon picture that you take, once they're scored at the end of that course, that's going to add to your final numbers, and it'll keep adding on each time you do it. Of course, we have Butterfree. Alright, size looks good. And right there we got 1,000 points for the pose. Technique. Gonna double our score because it's centered right in the middle. Eevee. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Again, those three categories are what you're going to be focusing on when taking the pictures. I'll save the results of today's Pokemon trip in the Pokemon report. Wait, guy, let's return to the lab. Must have to speak to us about something. Let's see what he wants. I saw the pictures taken by Guy. I saved those pictures in the Pokemon report. I'll help you out once you have more Pokemon pictures. Good luck, Guy. Oh, I have arranged it so that you can see the Pokemon report. Very nice. So as you can see, the Pokemon report is now accessible, and as you can see, it again displays how many types of Pokemon we captured and our total score for all the Pokemon pictures. So this is the Pokemon report. So as you see, we have a few different options here. You can go ahead and view the actual Pokemon report, which basically gives you a list of all the different Pokemon you have taken photos of. It lists what course you've found them in, the total score that you have for the best photo of that Pokemon, and of course who took the photo, whichever account you're using. So this is pretty nice. You can kind of just go through and look through all the different Pokemon. You can actually rearrange them by their Pokemon number, alphabetical, which course you caught them in, or the score that they received. So you can basically list highest to lowest or vice versa. Kind of nice to kind of organize and view your different Pokemon that you've captured, photos you captured. And then of course we have the best shot section. This is going to be your highest scored Pokemon. It's going to sit here in this frame and be put on display for everybody to see. Just kidding, you're just going to be the only one to see it, but it's kind of nice they kind of display that separately, so you can always go back and see what, you know, your favorite shot or your best shot that you took. So that's the Pokemon report. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the lab. All right, so now that we have done that and we finally have access to Pokemon report, we're going to go ahead and move forward. Guy, you can go to the next course. There used to be a power plant in this long dark tunnel. I can't wait to check it out. Well, we are actually going to do just that in the next episode. So next time on Pokemon Snap, we are going to go ahead and travel through the tunnel and see what other Pokemon are out there for us to capture on film. See you guys then.